Hi everyone, I'm Joe Hanlon for cnet.com.au. After 12 full months of rumours, speculation, hoping, dreaming, praying, Apple's iPhone 3G is finally in stores and attracting queues of shoppers on a daily basis. But can a phone with this much hype swirling around it ever live up to our gigantic expectations? Let's start by taking a look at what is awesome about the iPhone. Firstly, the design of the handset and the interface is stunning. While the glossy black plastic is an absolute magnet for fingerprints, it looks great and feels sturdy. On screen, the icons are finger-friendly and charmingly designed. Apple doesn't include a manual in the box with the iPhone, which shows the level of confidence they have in how easy it is to pick up the iPhone and use it without instruction. The iPhone's online services are, for the most part, excellent. The Safari web browser stands out as one of the best browsers on a mobile device, and navigating web pages with finger gestures is as much fun as it is intuitive. Similarly, the email application is great, with email messages rendering clearly and support for a range of attachments. But the highlight is Apple's brand spanking new App Store. At launch, it's estimated there is over 500 new applications to buy and download, and the service is so easy to use that if you're like us, your iPhone will be full of new toys and tools by the end of the first day. It's probably no surprise that the iPod function in the iPhone is great, even if the bundled headphones are rubbish. Using the iPod is fast and easy, and the internal memory of either 8 or 16 gigabytes should be more than enough for most people. One thing that bothered us, though, is that you can't adjust the iPod settings like the equalizer in the iPod itself. You have to exit the iPod and adjust these settings in the general settings pane, then go back into the iPod. This seems a bit backwards to us. Obviously, there's plenty to like about Apple's favourite new gadget, but there's also a lengthy list of features that fall well short of our expectation. In particular, two of the big selling points for the iPhone, the 3G support and the GPS. And it's not that these features are bad per se. The 3G is obviously an improvement from the Edge network support in last year's iPhone, but you'd hardly describe the data speeds as lightning fast. Running a number of speed tests, we were lucky to see speeds at over 1 megabit per second. Often the speeds would fall between 700 and 900 kilobits per second, which is kind of sluggish. The GPS hardware in the iPhone is outstanding, simply one of the best built-in GPS receivers we've come across. It's a shame then that there's no true navigation software installed. What is installed is Google Maps, which is great as a reference tool, but won't give you voice guidance or turn-by-turn directions, which is essential for in-car navigation. And without this type of software, the excellent GPS is overkill. Another big concern is battery life. Our first charge lasted only 8 hours with heavy but not unreasonable use. You can expect to recharge the iPhone 3G at the end of each day. And remember, when the lithium-ion battery in the iPhone decreases in performance, it's going to be difficult to replace the non-replaceable battery. And lastly is the million-dollar question. Is the iPhone worth the money? The outright price of $729 for the 8GB model and $849 for the 16GB model through Optus seem reasonable. But the plans the 3 Australian carriers are offering are all different levels of outrageous. Then you take into account that you'll want to spend more money down the track on various apps to make up for the shortcomings of the iPhone, and you could end up quite a bit out of pocket. There's no doubting the iPhone is a great and sexy smartphone. Our advice is do the maths before you sign your life away, and while you're at it, why not check out some of the competition to see if there isn't a smartphone with all the features to better suit your needs. For a full review and complete coverage of Australia's iPhone launch, check out cnet.com.au. I'm Joe Hanlon, and this is Apple's iPhone 3G.